Eagles Nation, stand up and welcome to Bird's Eye View from one fan to another. I'm your host and fellow fan, Clay Rowland. Let's get this thing popping. Patriots 17, Eagles 10. Let's call it what it was. It was an ugly game, a defensive game, but an ugly game. A game, it wasn't what I would call a must-win, but I would call it a win that we would like to have to make our road easier to be playing in January. But anyway, let's cut all that. Let's get to the chase, all right? Let me start where I always start. You know it, with my offense. Offense started out well. 2 drives, 10 points. Hey, I was loving life. I said, okay, I think we figured this Patriots defense out. We're able to move the ball, get some points on the board. But then Belichick, the genius coach that he is, don't be mistaken. This guy is the best coach in football. Forget that. He's the best coach I've ever seen, period. He made adjustments, and he really stifled our offense. And it was a great adjustment on his part. He adjusted well, and he stifled our offense. Carson didn't play a good game. Let's be honest. He didn't play a good game, and I received a lot of text messages, some tweets about Carson. I think one guy texted me or tweeted me or whatever, and he said, "You should have kept Foles." Nah, I think they made the right decision. I'm gonna put this on the record right now. Eagles made the right decision. Carson is the right quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to tell you something, though. When you don't have 2 all-pro receivers, all right, that's part of your arsenal, 2. And Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson, it makes life a little rough. It's like going to a gun battle with a knife. This is the NFL. You got to go with your best athletes, and I know they're professionals and people should step up. We know all that, okay? But you're preaching to the choir when you say that. But bottom line is, there's reason that Alshon's a starter in this league. There's a reason Deshaun Jackson is a starter in this league, because they're the best at what they do, period. So, Carson held the ball kind of long. And the reason, and I know some people don't understand this, but the reason that he's holding the ball so long, because he's waiting for the receivers to get open, but they're not able to get off of coverage, which is bad, which something that with a big body Alshon Jeffrey and the speed of a Deshaun Jackson, that's what that does for you. Is able to create some kind of separation, or even with Alshon to able to muscle somebody. One-on-one, I'm throwing the ball up all the time to Alshon. The reason we got D-Jack, primarily the reason we got D-Jack was because he opened the offense. He opened up the middle of the field, because you have to put a safety on the top, because he's known to take top off defense. That's what he does. So Carson didn't play a good game, but let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. He didn't have the weapons that he needed to win, to beat the best team in football, period. I mean, we can argue, we can say the Ravens, we can say the Kansas City, but from a consistent basis for the last 20 years, the New England Patriots has set the bar on excellence in football, period. And we fell short, and bottom line. And I thought the play calling, Doug called the plays according to the person that he had on the field, and it wasn't that good. I thought we ran the ball a little bit, but again, we reverted back to the pass, and the passes just weren't there, And the offense looked bad, let's be honest. The offense, 10 points, if you watch my episodes, we do not score enough points to win football games in this league. 10 points is not enough to win a football game in Pee Wee football, let alone in the National Football League. So the offensive line, Carson was sacked 5-6 times. They did the best they can do. You can't hold your blocks for 5-6 seconds in this league. You can't do it. Carson was holding the ball. I counted a few times. He had the ball in his hand for maybe close to 5 seconds. That's too long for any quarterback to hold the ball. You can't expect your offensive line to do, to able to hold blocks that long. So the offense looked bad. They have to adjust. Doug Peterson might grow up to go into and to back to the bulletin board to figure out. Back to the chalkboard to figure out how they will get the offense moving because it's getting crunch time. So there it is. My offense looked bad. We have to do something. We have to find a receiver for somebody. Because it definitely. And let's be honest. Our veteran receiver on that whole crew was Nelson Aguilar. That pass in the end zone to tie the game up. The ball hit him in a bad place. Hit him in his hands. That's a catch he has to make. But that's what we're dealing with. So no excuse for Carson. He didn't play a good game, but then I have to be fair too and say that he didn't go into that battle with a full arsenal. And I know a lot of people say, I know they're professionals, step up, but let's be real. Let's be real. Come on, be real. If Alshon Jeffrey was healthy and Deshaun Jackson was available and healthy, they'd have been the starters and we might look at a different outcome. Okay? So the offense played bad. Doug got to get it together. I'm upset about it, but not too upset because I know the schedule we got coming up is favorable to us. And we're battling Dallas Cowboys and their schedule is not too favorable. Okay? Anyway, let's move on. Let's move to my defense. What a game. What a game. The defense came to play ball. They came to play ball. And see, people were, again, early in the season, our corners were hurt when Darby was out, Mills were joking me and clowning me. But I told people, see, a lot of people understand. That's why Darby and Mills are starters in this league, because they do the job well. You just can't expect a guy to step up and just play well. This reason you have started, we have second and third string. I can't make any slipper in that. And Darby and Mills proved that they can guard, they can play corner in this league. And enable Jenkins and McLeod to do what they do because they have to worry about the corner so much. I thought the linebackers played superbly. Gary, Hill, all them guys, I thought linebackers played well. Front four got the push, kept Brady uncomfortable all game. That touchdown that they had when it was a lateral to Edelman. Edelman throws the ball in the end zone, touchdown. See, that's what you call a desperation play because nothing they were drawing up was working. So you reach deep into your bag of tricks. That's what we call a desperation play. So definitely Jim Schwartz, great game plan. You definitely did your job. If you keep a team under 20 points in the league, your offense should be able to score more than 20 points to win. Like I said, you got to score 25, 30 points, maybe more to win in this league. So the defense did their job. It was their offense didn't keep up their end of the bargain, but it is what it is. All right. So the defense is on point. I like where my defense is at. Jim Schwartz has his weapons back. That's what I'm talking about. He went into battle. Jim Schwartz went into battle with his full weaponry, with his defense, and they did their job. The offense didn't, and they didn't do their job. Talent supersedes everything, period. So Jim Schwartz, good job, good game plan, and good job. All right? So I'm going smooth, quick through this, you know what I mean? Sorry this episode's a little late, but it was just one of them things. Anyway, that's another story. Okay? My offensive player of the game. I have none. Both offenses struggled. Let's be honest. Both offenses struggled mightily. This was definitely a defensive game. So I don't have an offensive player of the game. I'll tell you what, you guys out there, you pick an offensive player of the game. I don't have one. My defensive player of the game, in a losing effort, is my defensive coordinator, Jim Schwartz. I thought he drew up one heck of a game plan, which his guys were able to execute, and they did one heck of a job. My special team player, pick one. I don't have one. All right. So anyway, what we got next? All right. Next week, Seattle comes to the link. It's a 1 o'clock game. That game was flexed out in favor of the Green Bay San Francisco game, which was the right move. I'm just mad because I had to rearrange my whole schedule to watch the game, but it worked out and I'll be able to watch the game and everything. But from a financial standpoint and business standpoint, they did it right. They put the top game in that 825 spot on 825 spot on Sunday. So anyway, Seattle's coming to town. Now this game is a must win. This game is a must win. We have to get this game. You know, Russell Wilson is one heck of a quarterback. I mean, he's mobile. I mean, he can throw from the pocket. He can roll out. I think he's one of the best. He is not one of the best. He is the best quarterback when he's flush out the pocket, when he's doing the run. He just finds people. He's a hard guy to contain, so we got to work cut out for us. But I think our defense, healthy as it is up for the task. Now we got to figure out how we're going to get these offensive points. We got to do something. You got to go to chalkboard. You know, we run the ball. You got to run the ball, throw the ball. You got to have a nice run-pass ratio. Keep them off balance as best you can. And we got to figure out how to get this ball, especially. I don't know if Alshon's playing. I hope he does. We know D-Jack is going for the season. And the other receivers have to step up. They have to step up. Aguilar, Whiteside. I mean, they don't look at Mac Hollins. They don't even look at him. You know, we're going to tie in people to death. I think Ertz had a decent game yesterday, and I like Goddard. So we'll see what happens. All right? So anything you agree with or disagree with, hit me on my Twitter at Me and My Eagles, and we hash all this out. And always subscribe to my channel. All right? Because you know it's always EAGLES all day. They my boys, and I'm going to ride till I die with them. All right? So everybody have a good one. Peace. 1 o'clock on Fox at the link. Seattle comes to town. Make sure you watch it. Check it out. Peace. I'm out.